Hello and welcome to this think piece from Q5 on how to structure teams. Now, we often get clients coming to us with a common problem. Senior leaders or CEOs are struggling with their team. The team is irrationally structured and therefore it's difficult to manage. They might have grown organically over time, and this can show in the way that they're organised, with confused accountabilities and overly complex reporting lines. But the CEO invariably has the answer, usually scribbled on a piece of paper looking something like this, which is clean, simple, traditional. But what about the thinking and the logic behind it? Well, ordinarily people start by thinking about the individuals or personalities currently in their team. Who are the ones I get on with and who I can trust to do a job? Here represented in the names Ollie, Sharon, Chris and Daryl. And then when you think about the individuals, let's take Ollie here, the senior leader will then think about the capability of that individual. So Ollie will have certain strengths and capabilities, and then they'll finally consider the activities or accountabilities that best match Ollie's strengths and so best fall under his stewardship. So there is at least a clear flow of thought at work here. Individuals that are most highly rated then move on to their capability to do certain tasks or types of role, and finally the activity that they therefore should be responsible for. And this flow of thought creates the scribbled org chart. But thinking in this way means we've been driven by personality and missed an opportunity to look at the executive structure from a more rational and dispassionate perspective. Personality-driven structures are very fragile and susceptible to future changes. Any change in personnel and the structure will need another overhaul. If Ollie leaves, then accountabilities might have to be completely reshuffled because the org structure has been designed by individuals and personalities rather than logic. So we recommend completely reversing the initial and natural thought process to instead think about activity first, then capability, and finally individuals. So starting with activity, we recommend mapping out all of the critical work that needs to be done at this level, and then deciding which activities are best grouped together and which need to be separate. This creates high-level groupings of activities and accountabilities, and also helps surface any activities that might have been done historically but don't need to happen anymore. So you can just throw these out, stop doing them, and this creates space to focus on the most important stuff. Then we move on to capability. For each of these groupings of activity, which skills would the ideal candidate have? Then, and only then, should you allow yourself to think about individuals. Who do we have who fits this role, or perhaps do we need to find someone new with new abilities? The key thing is that you've tested your initial emotional response by thinking first of the activity that should be grouped together, then the capability to best execute these activities, and finally the individual who best fits the job. Only then should anyone start drawing organisation charts or structures. Thank you for listening. Please visit our website or contact us with any comments or if you'd like to hear more.